Today we're at the Theodore Payne Foundation, which is a really cool place where you can find native plants. Now, if you didn't already know, native plants are usually fire resistant and they're often drought tolerant as well, depending on which area you live in. So Theodore Payne Foundation is a great place to find California native plants. If you aren't from California but are looking for native plants to add to your area, I will include links below so that you can find more information about native plants. But in the meantime, let's check out this nursery and I'll show you how you can create your own super bloom in your own yard, just in case we have another drought like we did this year and we don't have a super bloom in the hills. So follow me as we take a tour of this great nursery. One of the best parts about the Theodore Payne Foundation is that you can actually walk around on the different paths and see these wildflowers and other plants, perennials for instance, which come back every year. You could see all of those blooming along the paths here, which makes for a really nice walk, and I love it especially in the rain. So let's check out some beautiful flowering plants. This is just a short hike up a hill and you get to experience these views for free at a plant nursery. So I think this is pretty awesome. Actually, this is the first time I've been all the way up to the top of this mountain. My last weigh-in did not go as I planned. I weighed in this morning after finishing my video from last week. You can check that out below. I'll put a link below. But I wound up gaining, and not just like a pound or two, I gained 3.6 pounds in 1 week. But I'm not going to be discouraged because I haven't really started doing my healthy eating. I haven't started making my own food yet, which I do want to do, but I don't really like cooking. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make that part of this channel or not because, like I said, I don't really like it. However, I do want to use my own fresh herbs and my own vegetables. And I think I'm going to love cooking more once I'm using my own ingredients. It should be good. And I'm also going to increase the length of my walks. So last week, my goal was to do 11,000 steps a day, which I excelled at that. And I did almost 12,000 steps a day. And that reminds me, so this week my step goal, I'm going to increase it by 1,000. It's never good to go too fast when you're starting up with an exercise routine. You don't want to hurt yourself. So I'm going to be starting off with I started off with 11,000 steps last week. Now I'm going to be doing 12,000 steps average a day for the coming week. So hopefully that works out well. And the goal is to kind of increase it by 1,000 steps a week. So I'm just doing it gradually. I have booked my trip, my cruise to Alaska. This will be my third cruise to Alaska. And what I learned from the first two is that I can walk like at least 20,000 steps a day. So the goal is to increase my steps. And I think 1,000 steps every day. Extra, doing that once, every week. I think that's a pretty good goal to have. And if some days if I'm not able to walk that far because it's really raining or something, I'm gonna forgive myself and then just let myself do an average over the week instead of being upset that if I don't do it every day. So yeah, I think that's a good way to go about exercise for yourself too. But if you are looking to get into a new exercise routine, always talk to your doctor first and make sure that you're not doing something that's too strenuous. So So let's get on with this week's video. I'm going to show you a bunch of cool things. I'm not even sure everything that we're going to be showing you this week. By the way, if you're looking for my classic car channel, that's Monarch Ranch Garage. You can catch me with my Studebaker Avanti. It's a 1964, one of 809. And I like to also check out rare cars for sale, bargain cars for sale, and just every kind of car for sale. So don't forget to subscribe if you like this content and hit that notification bell. Thanks. If you live in the desert, this area is really good for you. You're going to find a bunch of your desert plants, your more drought tolerant plants, heat loving plants. So let's check out these plants and see which ones might be right for you. So today we're going to focus on the plants that are in bloom right now in March or early spring. When you walk down this aisle, this row of perennials and sun-loving perennials where the sage is, it smells amazing. And I can't identify which exact sage it is, but it's a wonderful smell. And one of the benefits of California native plants that I can tell you about, but can't really share with you otherwise. I'm really excited because today is the day that I finally get some California wild strawberries. Now, these are so popular, there's actually a limit of 3 per household, but it looks like there's 3 per household of each kind, so I'm gonna see if I can get 3 of each kind because I've never seen these for sale. Super excited today. If you want to save money, you can always start your plants from seed. This is actually a great way to start not just wildflowers, but perennials as well. If you want to see more California native plants, check out Theodore Payne Foundation's Native Plant Garden Tour this April 5th and 6th, 2025. You can buy tickets on their website, and I'll include a link below. This week I also stopped at Book Alley, which is a cool used bookstore in Pasadena that has all kinds of books, pretty much anything that you can think of. It's one of the largest used bookstores that I've seen. And I really enjoy browsing the shelves here for books. I found actually 4 books that I liked at this store. And you can also browse for records here. So a really fun store for everybody. If I started a book club, what book would you pick as the first book? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, I am so excited because today we're back at Descanso Gardens in La Cuneta Flint Ridge. This is in Los Angeles County, and this garden is one of the best places to catch spring blooms here in Southern California. So in case you didn't know, Los Angeles County and all of Southern California did not get a lot of rain this year, so it's going to be hard to find places where you're going to have a real super bloom outside of these public gardens or private gardens. So this spring we're going to be taking on a bunch of different tours of different gardens, but the tulip display is one of the first things that you get to see that's absolutely gorgeous here at Descanso Gardens. We're also going to be checking out some awesome cherry blossoms that are going to be in bloom. You're going to see daffodils, you're going to see iris, you're going to see all kinds of gorgeous flowers. I think even the lilacs are starting to bloom, but we're really here today for the tulips because they're in full bloom this week. So join me as we tiptoe through the tulips. The best way to photograph the tulips is to get low and get close to the tulips. Another gorgeous place to walk right now is the Japanese garden, which is always full of color at every time of the year, really. But in the springtime, you get to see camellias, azaleas, rhododendrons, and of course, cherry blossoms. So this is one of the best times of the year to come and experience Japanese gardens. Check out the magnolia trees behind me. There are just so many gorgeous flowers to look at here at Descanso Gardens. I'm so excited because it looks like we have some lilacs in bloom as well. This is really the best time of the year to visit Descanso Gardens. Between mid-March and like mid-April, it's when you're gonna find the most stuff in bloom, and it makes it the most worth your while. However, the gardeners do a really good job here, and you can really find stuff in bloom throughout the year at Descanso Gardens. Right now, there are only a couple of lilac varieties that are in bloom, but thankfully, we actually have quite a long season for the lilacs here, so if you're coming a little bit later in April, you'll be able to see some gorgeous lilacs like these. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you want to see more videos just like it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you can also watch a playlist here of even more garden tours.